Hi guys, that's one of them days, arguments with girlfriends and that, and it really depresses you. Anyway, have a look at these guys at the front, new babies. Hello boys and girls, aren't they cute? Hey, you alright? Cool. So yeah, what's today's vlog going to be about? Well, let me get you a little bit further forward. Got the cable in the way, my apologies. Yeah, so that cable's going to be a pain in the ass, but I can't do much about it because it's a part of the recording sensors. So anyway, I think our talk today will be about the human body, really. Have you ever wondered why you're itchy, in your ear, say? And it's a fairly easy thing to actually work out, is that you have wax that develops within your ear, but under the wax is well, basically sweat, but it can't go anywhere because of the wax, so it tickles your skin, hence you get an itch till you get rid of the wax. Now, on the same principle, if you cut yourself, for instance, on your arm or on a finger, and what happens then is same sort of principle. It initially is blue blood that comes out, blue blood that rushes around anyway, because we're blue blooded, and it hits the cut and basically hits oxygen, and that what makes it goes red. So what happens then? Well, it gets agitated and starts to clot, which is what it's supposed to do. It's when it's in the red form, it clots and dries. The blue format, it's actually for circular things going on. So it starts to exit the body, and you actually put a bandage on, which stops the bleeding, or put pressure on it, stops the bleeding. So what that does, it stops the flow, but the red blood cells are still there, agitated, and as they're moving around trying to find exits, they're getting crystallized, and that crystallization of the red blood cells causes a scab. Once the scab's formed, the bleeding stops because it's got the seal it needs. So once that scab's there, it's fine, but underneath there's a lot of work going on. New blood cells are being, or skin cells are being developed as it grows over the cut you've done. Hold on, man coming. Oh, have a look at this. Lovely, isn't it?
Nice.
Can't go wrong with this weather.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah, so as I was saying, you've got your blood cells of started to cause the scab underneath is growing the new skin, and that takes a few days. Then after that period of time it starts to itch. Same principle, you've got new skin underneath the scab and it started to sweat. The sweat can't go anywhere because of the scab, and the scab starts to itch. You itch it, it comes off, there's a little more blood, you put the bandage back on, and that's the sequence of events for your arm or whatever to rebuild. And the body is a marvellous machine for doing repairs on itself, as long as you don't interfere with it. It's got enough to deal with without the jab, etc. And there's a lot of people out there are saying, oh, that was to protect the family and this, that and the other, but in fact you weren't. The jab kind of changed your anyway, your structure. So it's not good in that respect. And I think the people that develop these drugs should be brought to justice, you know. Anyway, that's the thing I was going to talk about today, because it's kind of, people don't really think of how the body works, you know. It's a bit like, you know, people think we're red-blooded, but in fact we're blue-blooded. And point of fact is that when you bash your finger or a toe or a leg, you get a blue bruise, and that's the blue blood underneath spreading out for repair. So yes, lots of things about the body which people don't think about. For instance, walking. Walking's good. It keeps your legs working and your joints working. My knees are painful when I bend down, but I'm walking fine at the minute. But as I'm walking, the knees aren't bothering me, but because I'm moving the cartilage and what have you, it's get lubricating and helping the repair of the knee. It's a slow process, but over a month or so, if I keep me walking and what have you, then we'll have a less painful knee, I hope. It's like walking's good for you in the respect it moves your stomach around, and if you've had a bad stomach and what have you, and you're difficult going to the loo or whatever, or you haven't been to the loo for a while, then again the walking hits your stomach and moves the muscles around your stomach so you can actually go to the loo. It's all natural, it's all how it should be. So what was the other thing? Oh, this thing that's, have a look at GB News. Bev is talking about this national registration we're going to get. Me for one will not be doing it, because of the fact that you're putting yourself into prison. Once you're registered on the network for this, it's a something card, breach card or something, bridge card. This is for people that, well, they're saying it's for to stop people coming into the country, and if you're registered then you can stay in the country. If you're not registered, you get kicked out type thing. So it's kind of forcing your hand, a bit like the jabs we were having. You couldn't go abroad unless you had one, couldn't go to certain shops unless you had one. You had to have an app which showed you were legal and above board, and that is again coming. More penalisation, and I suppose if you're registered with this bridge gap, whatever it's called, bridge card, you're going to end up with your GPS location. It can access your bank accounts, it knows what you're doing, where you go on the internet, what you're searching for. It can access everything on your phone, and that's wrong, very wrong. I think we need to get rid of this government as stands, because it's certainly not working for us. It's actually working for itself, giving itself pay rises. Oh, by the way, this is the new 360 camera I've got on. They sent it out today, so that's why I'm using the 360 instead of the old flip phone. So anyway, I've probably gone on long enough on the chit chats, but yes, we'll have a wander around here, and then I'm going to go feed the cats. Okay, catch you all later. Bye for now.